Just trying to focus on whatever Coach Cal needs me to play, whether it's on the wing or if he needs me in the post, a couple plays. I mean, it's just whatever he needs me to play on, I'm going to do it. And I just got to do what I got to do.
What do you think you've done best since you've been here, in practices and stuff like that?
I bring a lot of energy to the practices. I think that I liven up the practices a lot. I think that I keep everybody on their toes.
How?
I mean, you just never know. Like, I feel like once I get out there, it's kind of different for me. Like, I kind of just go off on like how I feel on the court, and I think that everybody goes with that flow. Like, I feel like it isn't like we have any like energy vampires on the team. I feel like once the bar is set high in practice, or like when it's always set high, like everybody goes to match that intensity.
What have the battles, I think you've been matching up with Tyler a lot, what have those been like in practice so far?
Very intense. I've been getting after him a lot. He's been getting after me. Now, we're just doing it just to make each other better. And off the court, once you step off the court, we're as tight as ever. That's like my brother. And when we're on the court, we're going at each other. We're trying to give each other buckets, trying to lock each other out. And, I mean, that's what it's about.
I heard that his nickname is Boy Wonder.
Yeah.
Do you know where that come from, and what do you think of the nickname?
I love the nickname. Personally, I love the nickname, Boy Wonder. I'm not sure exactly where it came from, but I think it's a great nickname for him. I think that it really matches him well, the nickname. So, I like the little nickname they gave me.
What's your nickname?
I don't really have a nickname yet. They haven't really gave me one yet, but as soon as they give me one, I can let you guys know.
What's been the biggest challenge for you personally since you've been here, within the context of practicing and that kind of thing?
Just taking everything in. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily like struggling in one area or another area. I think just taking everything in and applying it to the game and just being myself, like through all of that.
Calipari mentioned that he ran some practices by himself, some individual stuff. What's it like having him coach you up, since he normally doesn't do that?
I mean, it's a great experience having somebody like Coach Cal, one of the best ever to do it. Coaches them in practice day in, day out. So just learning from him is just a blessing. Like, we try to learn from him as much as we can, and then we just put it together, and we somehow make it work.
What are you trying to get out of this trip to the Bahamas?
Just try to win. And I think that's not just my mindset, but everybody's mindset. Going into the Bahamas is to win. I don't think nobody's really worried about individual stats or anything like that. I think everybody's just worried about winning.
What's Reed brought? I mean, I know you all are kind of new to this, but him being a little older, is it, the relationship a little bit different?
Definitely. I mean, he's definitely one of the most mature players on the team. That comes with age, and I think he definitely brings that more maturity to us, and he definitely also gives us a lot of advice, like the big brother would, because he's been through it all. He's been in his 4 years in college. This is his 5th year, so he'd have been through all the things that we're going through right now. So I think that his advice and his maturity, he brings a lot of that to the team.
Has there been one tip that's kind of helped you a little bit early on?
Nah, I couldn't really point out one, but he gives out a lot of great advice. I think he really wants to see his team really well.
Who's been the hardest person for you to guard?
I'll probably say Reed. Reed's probably been the hardest person to guard because he's the strongest. But everybody's different though. I can say that now. So it's not like you got one person like you got the other person. Like when you have to guard Reed, you gotta have your big boy boots on. You gotta be ready to battle down there in the post. But when you guard somebody like PJ, you gotta be ready for both. He brings a little bit of both, and he can shoot it. So with that, everybody's just different in a different way. So I think that just with everybody, you just gotta guard everybody differently. You can't guard one person the same.
Has anyone surprised you with maybe you weren't familiar with their game? Maybe they're better than what you thought. Anybody surprised you like that?
I wouldn't say nobody really surprised me. I think a lot of players made some improvements from last year. I think a lot of players made some improvements since high school. So I think everybody's filling into their roles and doing a great job.